I go back to my 20s or 30s, knowing what I know now, this is what I would do differently. My name is Mandy. I'm a mortgage lender, and I've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since 2012. My team and I are licensed in many different states. If you're interested in working together, my contact info is in my bio. If you just want to learn more, follow along. I would purchase my first home using an FHA loan paired with the down payment assistance program, but I would make that a duplex or 2 units. And if I were purchasing in any other state other than California, it may make sense to do a 3 or 4 unit property, but in California, 3 or 4 unit properties very rarely ever pass the FHA self-sufficiency test, and that's a whole nother video. Most down payment assistance programs do not allow you to purchase multifamily properties, but I have access to a national program that does, and you don't even have to be a first-time homebuyer to use it. However, you usually cannot have 2 FHA loans at one time, so in most cases, this would be a one and done unless you sell the property or refinance into a conventional loan. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You live in one of the units because it has to be your primary residence for at least 1 year. You rent out the other one. Now, in year 2, you have not spent a down payment because you use down payment assistance. You can get a conventional loan to purchase your next home using a 5% down payment, and you can use the rental income, 75% of the rental income that you received from the duplex other unit, as well as 75% of the proposed rental income from the home that you're moving out of. This will offset that mortgage and allow you to qualify for another loan pretty easily. Here this week, I was fortunate enough to be part of a transaction. Someone found me on TikTok, super sweet borrower in a non-community property state. She's only 26. She closed on a duplex. And the cool thing is, last year, her husband closed on a duplex. So they went from living in that duplex under his name, and then they were able to move because they lived in it for 1 year into this new duplex in her name. So they are young, they own 4 properties, and they did it perfectly. Now, for that scenario to work, when you're married, it would have to be a non-community property state. So this would not work in a state like California, but there are lots of states, in fact, most states are not community property.